My stepdaughter lost her real dad when she was 2. 11 years I've been the only dad she really knew. And everything I do for my kids, she get it too. Even though me and her mama ain't see it through. Even though me and her mama ain't even cool. I never turned my back on her baby, I stood true. Even though her mother disrespects me, I ain't walked away. You think they ever mention me on Father's Day? Can't please everybody.
Peace. Kofa, G.R.O.W.T.H Entertainment. Wake your glass up. What's going on, y'all? Happy Monday. Happy belated Father's Day to all the brothers out there that are fathers that do take care of their kids. And yes, even their stepkids. Happy belated Father's Day to you guys. Today is June 16th. This is actually Tupac's birthday. So RIP to Tupac. Rest up, bro. Your music's still going. So rest up. RIP to Tupac. Happy birthday to him. Today is June 16th. The time is now 7:31 p.m. in the lovely city of Atlanta, Georgia. That is Eastern Standard Time. This is G.R.O.W.T.H Entertainment, where GROW stands for Gentlemen Reaching Our Wealth Through Healing. And this is where we help men find a positive fuck it. Once again, I am your humble host, Kofa, K-O-F-A, not coffee, not kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa, easy to say, easy to spell. Go ahead and get the general housekeeping out the way. You see the Cash App, you see the PayPal on the screen. You know how to use those. If you don't want to use those, you've been in the YouTube streets long enough. You know how to use Super Chat, Super Stickers. If you don't want to donate monetarily, what you will do is hit that like button. Take your shoes off when you come in my house.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Plain and simple. I get it. I don't do a lot of shaking my tin cup over here. I appreciate every penny that I get from you guys. I appreciate the support, but the likes go a long way. I'm really trying to build this channel up and get to the point where I'm at 10K, and then I'm gonna see where it goes from there. We're just gonna keep on cooking over here. So let me go ahead and get to y'all real quick. Let me hit you with Randy. I think. Damn, don't none of my buttons want to work tonight. I said Randy. Anyway, back on myself. We already struggle streaming, y'all. And I think I know why. So let me go ahead and close this out. Get rid of that. We'll see if we can pick up. But thank y'all for being in here tonight. You are so lovely. Y'all know how Randy do. Let's go over here and get to the comments. BT says, salute Malika, Kofa, and chat. Appreciate you being in here, good brother. Salute to brother Malika as always. Says, happy belated Father's Day, Kofa, and the fathers in the chat. Indeed, brother. Right back at it, he says, RP Tupac. Indeed. BT says, who is a better Gemini, Tupac or Donald Trump?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I don't know. I'm gonna have to say Pac. We saw two different sides of Pac. Donald Trump told your ass what he was gonna do, and then he got busy with the shit. So, Sister Almond Eyes in the building. She says, hey y'all.
You go, girl!
Appreciate you being in here. Wash Gamer in the building says, peace to all. Appreciate you being in here. Brother Malika says, Prince is the better Gemini. The correct answer is Prince. Let me see. Pedantic Foot says, peace, good brother. Salute to you. I appreciate you being in here. Let me see. Yeah, BT, struggle streaming already. I had another window open. Had some information I was going to share with y'all and actually show y'all. So I'm just have to read it off the iPad again. Let's keep on going. Sister Felicia in the building.
You go, girl!
She says, good evening, Kofa and the G.R.O.W.T.H family. Happy belated Father's Day, gentlemen. Thank you, sis. Watch Gamer says, shout out my fellow Gemini. Salute to you guys and all your zodiac signs. I don't put a lot of emphasis into it, but I do believe that they mean something. That there's something aligning with the stars and all that shit. I just don't walk through life just expecting things to work out. I expect to do some work. I don't expect this off of my zodiac or my life path number. I looked at all that different type of shit. So Anywho, RIP to Pac. Happy belated birthday. Let's go ahead and get to cooking. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say it early. Some of y'all may not like me after tonight. Some of y'all may leave after tonight. You know, I've talked about it before, but I have yet to do a live on stopping being stepfathers for real, for real. That's why I said I had some numbers. I'm going to have to just go back to my notes. I was going to bring it up on the screen, but that other window had me glitching early. So we're not going to do that. Before we get to doing all that, I do want to acknowledge my shirt. This is on growthtalkentertainment.com. Y'all can go to the website. I was going to show y'all that as well. But as you can see, it says mean with a slash through the E because he's just being a man. A lot of times we get told as men that we're mean, we're evil, we're this, we're that. And it's always, as I've always said, you can attach anything negative to a man, in particular a black man in this country. So we're always viewed as mean. I wanted to make sure I took that E out and have people recognize, including men themselves, you're just being a man. That does not make you a misogynist. And maybe you need to get comfortable being called that word because you're going to fuck around like Kofi did and try to pivot off of whatever action or words or thought processes you may have had where people were calling you a misogynist and that person was just weak-minded or feminist-minded and they were trying to just throw you under the bus. We're not going to do that. Stand on your manhood, stand on your patriarchy, and keep walking that line, bro. Do not fold for these motherfuckers. That is the reason why I wear this shirt tonight, but I created it a minute ago. So yes, he's not being mean. He's just being a man. So make sure you go to growthtalkentertainment.com. Growth Talk ENT. The entertainment isn't all the way spelled out. So growthtalkent.com for all the merch. So appreciate you guys' support. But I wore this shirt because there's the thought process when it comes to stepfatherhood. We tend to forget, again, 43, little 80s baby, 90s teenager. We were raised in that era where there really was, like, it started to stick as far as women living their lives. And I don't need no man. And I can go get a job. May have been a struggle in the 60s and the 70s where the man couldn't be there and mama was downtrodden. And we do what black folks do. We make poverty and struggle look good. So now you got women in the 80s, they're getting these good jobs or they're making a little bit more money. Whatever the case is. As soon as women get money, a lot of times they feel like they don't need a man. Whereas men will get money and we want to take care of a family and women, which again has also that innate part of us led a lot of us to being stepfathers. Maybe on our way to try to be actual fathers and husbands. But it may have just ended up like this. But I believe all this is by design. We can get into blaming white folks and the government and COINTELPRO and all that other shit. I told you I was woke-ity woke.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
We can blame all that across the board. At the end of the day, between black men and black women, there's things we need to figure out. I'm not going to do the shit. I'm not trying to find solutions. I'm going to just be honest with you. Because the solutions were given to us years ago, and me trying to walk those lines, I have fucked up in life doing my level set best trying to walk those lines. And I've seen brothers that haven't put a stitch of effort in, and it's like the community and the world opens up to them. So I'm not going to try to fucking find your solutions and fix shit. I'm just going to talk about this because hopefully it gets to the right brother where he does not make the same mistakes that Kofi made. Yes, I'm going to talk about me as a father. Yes, I'm going to talk about me as a stepfather and me as a man. I'm going to use myself as an example. I know there's other brothers out there. I also got the clips. And again, as always, if you guys want to share your stories in here, make sure you share them in the chat. Y'all start hitting me up on my Gmail, and we can just get a thread going. Just, hey man, this is my story, X, Y, and Z. Tell me not to share your name. I won't share your name. I'm not going to do that unless you give me permission. But I know I'm not the only brother that have gone through things like what we talk about on this channel in general. But tonight, we're going to talk about the father that stepped on, because we often hear that term of, I'm not the stepfather, I'm the father that stepped up, and it sounds cool. Notice how women threw that shit out there and men picked that up. Damn near everything women have said we have picked up as men and started running with. Women started this flight's not feeling shit. That was on them. Then we got passport bros, and now they fucking mad. Then or if you don't take care, if you don't accept that woman and her children, you ain't no real man. They shame. I come from that generation of being shamed the whole time. We're hearing this, even if they're not talking directly to us. That's why I say you got to be careful what you say around black boys, because he's gonna see himself in that black man that you're speaking to. You may not be speaking to that boy. You're speaking to the man that he's looking up to. And if you're talking crazy to him, hell, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to deal with that fucking attitude. Let me either go over here, total opposite of mine, or let me conform and walk in line. And so many brothers have stood still and conformed and walked in line. This is why you have such a heavy push right now of brothers not wanting to be stepdads or not accepting that shit, and are accepting, as Kevin Samuels used to tell the ladies, bitch, I'll die alone.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
I will die alone. Let's get to some of y'all comments, then we're going to get to rolling. Where did I leave off at? Hold on. Let's watch. Gamer, got you. Yeah, brother, I was struggle streaming. I know. Everybody speaking. Corey Joe snuck it. Oh, there you go. Boom. Salute Corey Joe. Man, Corey Joe, always support him, bro. Corey Joe, we got to link up, bro. I'm going to hit you on the back end. After this, we got to talk about some stuff. I got to link up with you, bro.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
BT says, is that my cue to leave? No, and let me address that too. I know there's some stepfathers, some brothers that are stepfathers in the chat. If you rocking and that shit work, bro, salute Jay Gray. If you rocking and that shit is working, cook. What I am talking about is the fucking majority in general. That shit does not work. I'm not going to look at like BT's situation is working out. I know him. I know his wife. Again, I was happy for them. Still am. Super supportive of my boy being married, even if he is a stepfather, because he's a good man, period. Lex is a good woman, period. They probably bumped their heads. I don't need to know the ins and outs of my friend's marriage. But I know they rock and they work well together. That's how you guys got that episode yesterday of me sharing my story about my son on Wins and Lessons. Salute to BT again.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
So I'm there just to record, and me and him are chopping up, and Lex is moving like a bumblebee. Here, there, trying to get that done, trying to make sure the set is right. Like, I've seen them actually work together. So I know it's doable, but I'm not finna look at Ron and Lex and talk about, hey, go out here and be a stepdad, when I know the shit that I've went through, when I know the things that other brothers have went through. If LaRon wants to do an episode and try to convince brothers to be a stepdad, salute. I'm gonna be right there in the chat arguing with his ass for the opposite, because I'm gonna tell brothers not to do that shit, just from a legal standpoint. And we'll get to that. Matter of fact, I'm glad I said that. Let me bring this up. Let me get to the list, and then we're gonna get y'all comments, and then we're gonna get to cooking. We're gonna have a little bit of a conversation tonight. We might do something special. We'll see. We'll see at the end. We'll see how I feel at the end. Hold on real quick. Let me bring this up. Bam. Let me know in the chat if y'all can see that. So these aren't necessarily notes. These are things I just want y'all to notice as we're conversing tonight, as I'm going through the clips. These are the reasons not to be a stepfather. Number one, you're expected to provide and not parent. This is in no particular order. This is just on the screen. You feel how you feel, talk about how you want to. You're expected to provide and not parent. Number two, what I always say, blood seeks blood. I don't give a damn how long you've been there for that child. That baby is going to seek their parent. They're going to have questions for that person. Appreciate it, Felicia. They're going to have questions for that person, good or bad. They're going to might be angry with the other person, need to get it off their chest. Again, speaking for the fathers, they might be angry with their father. They might want to get that off their chest. Blood is going to seek blood somehow, some way. Number three, the discipline trap. Number 3 and 4 kind of go along with each other. Number 3, the discipline trap. Number 4, the kids always come first. We get it. They're children. You're raising them. You're a parent. We understand. A lot of times we have our own kids too. And, we're trying to blend this family. But now you fall into the discipline trap, which we'll see, as we discuss some things tonight. Maybe you're just expected, going back to number 1, to provide and not parent. You're not supposed to discipline, either verbal, especially physical, anything. And the other parent and you may be lock in step. It may be that other parent, the person, the woman that you got with, may be her family. It may be the person that she actually created the child with. Because we love creating this scenario in the Black community that Black men don't take care of their kids. But what if you get with a woman whose child's father is actually still in their life? We're going to go ahead. I told y'all no particular order. We're going to go ahead and jump to number 7. Now you're in an emotional threesome. I've had countless homeboys. Hell, I had it happen to me. Chick you dealing with, got kids, whether y'all in a serious relationship, y'all just fucking, y'all married. I've known man after man after man just pissed the fuck off because he can't get no ass because she mad at her baby daddy.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Or ex-husband.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
The other guy that she had a child with, and now they're not together, and now you're in the picture. I don't give a damn if it's 6 months after they split up or 6 years after. I've had these conversations with older men. I've had these conversations with younger guys going through it for the first time. I'm telling y'all, a cigar is a magical thing. A cigar lounge is a magical place. So much wisdom there. But there's plenty of guys that complain about not getting any ass, having to change up their vacation plans, change up and alter things they were supposed to do with their wife simply because she's mad at the other guy that she had a kid with. So now you got another man that has a say in your fucking household. And this is for the guys that are actually in their children's life. They dictate when you can take a vacation. They dictate if you're going to be able to take that child. They can still dictate your woman's feelings. Another reason. Number 5, you don't get to be overwhelmed. You don't get to be tired. What you tired for? You just supposed to, again, go back to number 1, expected to provide. You have been reduced to those 2 roles, provide and protect. You're essentially a workhorse and a fucking pit bull. Who you are as a man tends to get overlooked. And unfortunately, the way the Black community is set up, the way our structure is, the women on your side of the family may be more supportive of the single mother that you're with because so many of them also feel the same way. Everybody's not going to be on your side. That includes your damn mama. Because I'm a woman and I know how she feel. So you may find yourself just on an island by yourself, trying to figure it out and be the best father and best partner to that household that you're in. Number 6, all the responsibility without any of the authority. This culminates it all. This is my standout one. You have all the responsibility and none of the fucking say so in the house. You can think all day that y'all on the same page, y'all, well, we can do this and, she respects me for that and that. Let you get laid off. Let you get suspended. Let some of that money dry up. Let you say the wrong thing at the wrong time. You got all the responsibility without any of the authority. Put a cap on this real quick. I'm going to leave this up all night. We'll come back to it. If y'all want me to, tap on any of these, just let me know. Number 8, if I leave, I lose. Again, haven't met a lot, but I've met a few guys that have adopted their stepchildren. The relationship doesn't work, and now they're on the hook for the child support. They're on the hook for paying for college. They're on the hook, may not be child support, but we'll call it child support, but they just making sure they finish out paying for that expensive ass private school because you moved to the neighborhood that woman wanted you to move into because it had a better school system. Bro, I know the goddamn game.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Seen it time and time again. Well, yeah, man, we're going to go and stay on this side of town because, you know, they got a better school system and this, that, and the third. As soon as that baby damn near walk across that stage and get that fucking diploma, her ass peace out. But now you're supposed to pay for college. Now you're the only father that baby knew. It's not fair. You just going to up and leave her. You going to do him like that. He coming into his manhood. If he never needed you before, he sure needs you now.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. It has not changed. From the first time Kevin Samuel said it, to when we put him in the ground, to this point right here. Sign language. A lot of brothers have been massaged as little boys into accepting being stepfathers. I know I'm going on a long rant, but I need to address this too. Oh, Kofa, you have a 3-year-old son. Do you think we want to be stepmamas? Bitch, I don't need you to be a stepmama. All pussy pink.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I'm going to find this babysitter for this boy. I'm going to split your ass like firewood, and you going to go home. My only obligation right now is being a great father and a great bachelor. That's the difference. Men aren't looking for stepmothers the way a lot of women are looking for stepfathers. A lot of women are looking for stepfathers and they gloss over it when they're looking for a partner to share their life with. This is why these divorce rates are so fucking high. On the second marriage, you know how high those are. So we say, oh, the average divorce happens with, you know, in less than 8 years. It's about what? Some people argue 50%. Some people argue 60, whatever the case may be. But we all know the solid roundabout number is that 80% of the time for those divorces, the women are initiating. You know who's right behind that? Men that are stepfathers the second time around.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
The women are initiating on the initial marriage. They break up. You meet old girl. My ex was an asshole and he was narcissistic. I'm gonna save you, fair maiden. You link up with this dumb bitch. Then you find out why that other dude fucking left.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
So the people that file for divorce second highest, I'm talking heterosexual relationships. The people that filed the second highest, 60 to 70% of the time, it is remarried men that are stepfathers. A lot of times this blended family shit don't work, bro. I'm not saying all. I've never said all. I'm never going to say all. But 60 to 70% is a high ass number. If you have two NBA teams going at it, and one of them teams is shooting 70% from the 3-point line, and that's all they doing all night, imagine what their score is going to look like. 60 and 70 is a high ass percentage. Guys aren't playing anymore. They're not sticking around dealing with the attitude from the woman or the fucking kids. Because a lot of women don't understand that grown ass son that you done raised, knock on wood, grown, he 15, 16. You've been telling him he the man of the house since he was 7, 8 years old. He really think that shit until he run into a grown man and some old man strength. And it's been a couple of times a lot of guys done had to fuck up their damn stepson. It's been times where the stepson has killed the stepfather over raising his voice. Stop being stepdads. I'm gonna bring this back up in a second. Let me go ahead and get to y'all comments. Let me close that out. I know y'all been in here cooking. Mike in the building says, roll tide. I appreciate it, brother. If I miss y'all tonight, that's my bad. I know I went on a short rant, but all that needed to be said. I need to hit those talking points. RBN in the building. He says, yep, the positive fuck it. Indeed, brother. Kev G in the building says, peace, bro, and chat. Salute to you. Appreciate you being in here. Mike says, I guess I ain't no real man.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Pedantic says they used to be grateful for a guy taking on that burden. Pedantic, I got you, brother.
But wait, it gets worse.
I got a video for that. Jay Grace with the $2 super chat, he says, dropping through to support. Take these last $2.
These last $2. Last $2.
All right, Corey Joe. If depending on how we go with maybe the special tonight, I'll hit you up. If it's not tonight, or it'll be tomorrow. It'll be soon. Mike says that was powerful. That was a powerful podcast. Salute to you, brother. Again, thank you, BT. Y'all make sure y'all share that, bro. I'm really trying to get that story out. If for nothing else, to get the story out, it needs to be told. I know I'm not the only one. Again, I was going back and forth with one of my boys a couple years ago, and we were on. He at the time identified as a male feminist. Still my boy though, but I was on this type of time. And I'm breaking down to him, bro, his brothers are going through this and this. And he's like, well, black women have been through so much and this, that. I'm like, nigga, it's motherfuckers that ain't seen their children in 2 goddamn years. Unbeknownst to me, I was talking about my goddamn self. So I want to keep this story going. I want to get that story out there. Share it as much as you can. Put it on all your socials. Again, salute to Broken Traditions, aka Wins and Lessons, brother. I appreciate you again. BT says, thanks, Mike. Let's keep on going. Sister Felicia with the $2, she says, I sent a cash app, but I want to hear my song.
These last $2. Last $2.
Let me see. Hey, y'all, please remind me if y'all did send a cash app. Please let me know so I can check. Where are we at? Where are we at? Felicia with the 15. I appreciate you. I done hit you with. Let me see. Hit you with the last 2. What we gonna hit you with now? Come on, thing. 15 2. That's close enough.
Let me borrow $20 to the mall.
Back on me. I appreciate you, Felicia. Let's keep on cooking. Mike says, Mike's reasons for Mike to not step parent. Felicia says, thank you for supporting the channel. Yep, thank you, sis. Thank y'all. Thank all y'all, man. Oh, there you go. Mike says, Mike's reasons for Mike to not step parent. Number 1, they make my kids. Number 2, I guess what? I can't stand my own. I guess my own kids. Number 3, I got my own kids. Number 3, when in doubt, see 1 and 2. Watch Gamer says, man, listen. Yes, y'all, please hit the like button. Get me into the algorithm. BT says, Kofi and I met at a cigar lounge. Yep, that's how we've been cooking ever since. Felicia says, I agree. A cigar lounge is a magical place. Experience. If you know, you know. Indeed. Jay Gray says, those funky assholes ain't shit out here in these goddamn streets.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Glad everybody's speaking. Went through. Corey Joe says 1 through 8, all 0.
No.
Oh, let's keep on going. Brother Malika says, Kofa, it's a shame we black men seen as disposable and expendable. We aren't seen as human beings, only as human doings, especially when it comes to children, and definitely someone else's children.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
BT says, no, that Kofa, that voice was hilarious. You talking about making fun of we hear so much shit, bro. Look, Jay says, old Dudley do right ass trying to save the day. Get they shit pushed in big time. Indeed. Where we at? Felicia says, that adoption scenario you touched on happened to my uncle, just like you outlined. The family told him slow down trying to adopt her son, but the ninja was hard-headed.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
DG, what's going on, good brother? Appreciate you being in here. Salute to you. Jay Grace. He said, Walmartavius, your stepson will clap you because he don't want to do chores.
Knocks down another 3 ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Oh, y'all stupid. Bro, you, like me and BT be disagreeing. Y'all really don't, he teased me on here. I'll troll him there, whatever. But we really be like, bruh, how? We really be disagreeing. BT, I'm telling you, there are male feminists out there, bruh. I know the shit don't even sound right in a sentence. These are low-key some of your purple hair people or your blue hair people, liberals that you can't stand. There are hardcore male feminists out here. They despise the red pill. A lot of people that celebrated Kevin Samuels' passing were black males. And if you're not really in this red pill, men-centric, manosphere content type of space, you really don't know. But when they're taking, like, bro, we share these clips, like, do you see this sucker ass dude? Do you hear this fucking clown? Get back to your tech studies. Get back to the cloud. Get back to traveling, whatever the case. But we share this information because there are men out there that think like that, bro. Corey Joe says, a dope podcast. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Yep, go ahead and drop that link. Appreciate that, BT. Here's a link to the podcast with Kofa and myself. There you go. Pedantic says, we need the Dr. Umar and the Torta running. Yeah. I'm going to have to get some more drops, y'all. Mike says, I've been on BT channel. That brother got a powerful voice.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Indeed, Mike. BT right back at it. He says, also, there's an extended version on the members only. There is a little bit of background. Behind the scenes, an extra story, and some clowning shit we were doing behind the scenes. Let me keep on going. BT says he appreciate that. Look, Sister Messy in the building. Happy birthday to you.
You go, girl!
I appreciate you being in here, Messy. I appreciate the support. I swear to God, I done seen Messy cry, and it's for good reasons. The most I've ever even seemed like I heard her cry before she got on camera in the last week than I have in the last couple of years I've been rocking with her. And y'all know I'll shed a tear on this bitch too, so I'm not teasing her, but that's when you know you got genuine people on the other side of these cameras, bro. Everybody not just up here trying to hit a lick. We appreciate all the super chats, super stickers, again, the cash apps, paper, however it comes. The merch support, we support it. But most of the time, we just regular brothers and sisters with a microphone and a camera, and we actually care. Even when we get passionate, get a little bit disrespectful, and don't fuck with other people in the YouTube space. But y'all got to know, this circle that we have, and Messy touched on this, so I'll do it right now. But your Messy Machans, I hate to call people, but Messy Machan, me, BT, Theo Coop, Do Better podcast, RBN, so many others, and we see some of y'all in the same chat, and you really do start becoming family. It's a couple of y'all got my personal phone number. Tell y'all, like I tell the people at work, y'all, those of y'all that got my cell, that's my cell. I have had that shit since 2023. The only reason I got a damn cell phone back then, I was the last person in my crew to get a cell phone. Only reason I got a cell phone back then because I had a baby on the way. I've had that same number for over 20 years. Those of y'all that have access to me by my cell phone, you have the same access to me that my mama does.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
So when we say we thank y'all for being in here, as much as we talk shit, we do really want to support you. And there's a couple of y'all I didn't even know had a fucking YouTube channel. Shame on you. Drop your links in here. Every time. Even though we may be sharing subscribers and I got our own circle, there's always going to be somebody new just checking in. So make sure you drop your links whenever you come in here. And we'll try to keep pushing y'all. Those of us, because that's how I got monetized. Because of fucking Theo Coop. Because of BT. Because they were like, man, go over to subscribe to Kofa. Because of Dr. T.S.on Johnson. Go over subscribe to Kofa. Dr. T.S.on shared one of my videos before I found out I had a son. I was just talking about the previous experience with me and my son's mother. And I dropped one of those and he shared that shit. I had 400 new subscribers just like that. That shit pushed me over the edge to get in my 1,000 and then led up to me getting monetized. Messy done said it 100 times. This shit ain't that hard. Just cut the camera on, start talking. Nothing is going to push you in this YouTube space like being authentic and being consistent. Because I have a problem with consistency, I try to be as authentic as I can anytime I cut my camera on. So again, happy birthday again, Messy Michonne. Appreciate you being there. Messy says, I love that shirt. You can get this on growthtalk.com. I appreciate it, sis. I do have more stuff coming for the ladies as well, but I got stuff over there for the ladies, got different merch. So y'all make sure y'all go over there. Somebody drop the link to that for me. growthtalkent.com. Let me keep going. Yeah,
You go, girl.
No.
Oh, you 26 lies. Oh, we gonna keep on rolling. Jay Gray says Messy is very passionate and what she does is very rare. Yes, and she has common sense. That's why I fuck with Messy, because she really does remind me of my oldest sister. My oldest sister is like straight to the point. She'll look you dead in your face. Now, what's the next lie? I need you to come on with it. Get it all out so we can get to the truth. Come on. Like, Messy gives me that type of vibe when I was listening to her. Malika says, male feminist equal a male with no backbone and balls who desperately seeks validation, self-worth, and the possibility of sex from the gynocracy.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Salute KP from KC. I appreciate you being in here, good brother. He says, what up, Kofa? And get back to Malika's comment. This is where we get so many panderers from. A lot of the panderers hover in this space right here. They're able to get away with it because they also meet a physical criteria, whether it's a nice face, nice physique, whatever the case, that a lot of women want. So they will operate in that space. Read this again because Malika's pretty fucking smart. It says male feminists equal a male with no backbone and balls who desperately seeks validation, self-worth, and the possibility of sex from the gynocracy. Unfortunately, Malika, it's plenty of sisters that check all those boxes for them brothers. But tears with the kids. Appreciate that comment. Let's keep on going. RBN says, I've had my same number since 2004.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Shout out to us not changing numbers like we change draws. Kev says, that's what's up. Messy says, thank you. Yes, ma'am. She says, I'm ordering now, Kofa. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, bam. Corey Joe came in with a $2 super chat. He says, for auntie and advertising.
These last $2. Last $2.
Nah, I appreciate that. Messy, you 26 lies, y'all. BT says, I think Kofa should do a live stream of Malika top 5 comments. Brother, stay dropping gems.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
That is a fact, BT. So we've been going damn near 40 minutes. We ain't even got to the first video. Let's get to cooking, y'all. Let's go ahead. But I did want to address those things. I'm going to start with this video again. I want you to listen to it because this kind of describes the situation that I was in pretty perfectly. So I'm going to run this from the top. I think. Damn, won't none of my videos play. Struggle streaming. So that means when I know that happens, I know what that means. Give me 1 second, y'all. We're going to open that up. How was everybody's Father's Day? What did you guys get into? Drop that shit in the chat for me, please. So we're going to do this. But I do want y'all to pay attention to the lyrics because bro was spitting in this little quick drop.
My stepdaughter lost her real dad when she was 2. 11 years I've been the only dad she really knew. And everything I do for my kids, she get it too. Even though me and her mama ain't see it through. Even though me and her mama ain't even cool, I never turned my back on the baby, I stood true. Even though her mother disrespects me, I ain't walked away. You think they ever mention me on Father's Day? Can't please everybody.
That pretty much sums up my situation. A previous situation I had. So, tears with the tears, brothers. I know how that shit feels. Again, that's why I addressed that. You see, couldn't have been far off because Felicia said her uncle went through it. Let's keep on going. I think I can't remember who that was. Was it Corey Joe? Somebody mentioned that brothers used to get respect for being stepfathers back in the day. Like the stepfather was always respected. He was respected as the man in the house. And this brother addresses that. So give me a second. If this shit don't load up, I'm gonna have to load it up because I don't know what's going on with my app right now. Let's see. Same shit. Doing the same shit. And I don't know why. Oh, maybe because of this. Let me close that. Nope.
Ma'am, you're too old to be wanting.
Nope. Hold on. With the $10 super chat. I appreciate that, BT. Let me go ahead and get that as I'm fixing my technical issues. He says, you struggle streaming because of the good Lord don't like you talking about stepfathers.
No.
Not the case. I'll struggle stream, but we still got folks here. But I did want to, bam, this is it.
You know what I mean? So, back in that's why you hear these women that are grown now in their 30s and 40s, like, my stepdad saved me, and it wasn't for my stepdad. Your stepdad got respected by your mom. Your mom understood the assignment. That's why, stepdads were treated differently back in the day. Everybody knew, yeah, well, she had like one or two before him or whatever. So.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Stepfathers were respected back in the day. They were. Because the overarching idea for the black community was the family. Whether that man got killed in war, or he was a drunk, or he got sold to another plantation. We could take being a stepdaddy all the way back to slavery. Because your kids might actually get sold to another plantation. You may not see those children again. Your only hope was that somebody would marry your old lady. And then a new woman gets sold onto your plantation, and now you step up. It became a thing. Then when we got free, we were able to have our nuclear family going. Shout out to KS. I know y'all saw that video. But shout out to him. With slavery, Jim Crow, and segregation, and the civil rights movement could not do, feminism did. It broke up the black family.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
We done been through all that. So that's why this shit has been okay. This is why you have older people. Again, when I say older people, I'm talking about they grown in the 80s and the 90s. And you start seeing the Ricky Lakes and the Sally Jesse Raphaels, all these old talk shows that are telling us, my age group, coming up behind these people, it's okay to be a stepdad. Matter of fact, you're the father that stepped up. This is why I put those notes up there. You're actually the father that stepped on many times. And people, again, PT's talking about, God don't like him, like me talking about stepdads. But this is oftentimes what brothers get. You're expected to provide and not parent. The blood gonna seek the blood. To mean that child still gonna run after their daddy, no matter how bad the father may or may not have done them. Discipline trap. The kid's always gonna come first, and that's one we always accept. It's fine. What are you tired for? You don't get to be overwhelmed, bro. You don't get to be tired. And it's another one in here that I forgot to mention. What about your kids? Because it's always her kids to come first. Your kids, second, third option. Another reason not to be a fucking step parent. Seen this shit happen too. You think you finna have a blended family until it come to her having to make a choice between going to her kid's game or your kid's game, or your kid going back over there with their mother, which she welcomes because that's less that she got to deal with, but she want to hold on to her kids. Well, I had promised them this. Well, shit, I had told all of them, all the kids, we tend to do that as men. All these my kids. Women are quick to my kids. Again, her kids come first. What are you tired for? Responsibility, no authority. You're in an emotional threesome if the other dad is still around, or fathers. We didn't even talk about that. Multiple women having multiple children by multiple men. So you in one relationship, that don't work out, she had kids. You go to the next relationship, that don't work out, she had kids too. Again, the divorce rate is second highest for men that remarry and become stepfathers or trying to make a blended family. Let's see. Let me see, where we at? Let me get to y'all comments. We're going to keep on cooking. But as the brother said, a lot of those brothers were respected. They were seen as the man. They were seen as the father. It's not like that anymore. Stop being stepdads. Let's keep on going. Corey Joe says, would have liked your comment. But Kofa spitting facts. Appreciate that. BT says, you know what drop I need for the $10. I got you, good bro. I had to go on that rant for a second. BT says, Corey Joe, no, I have to troll Kofa. Indeed. Look, be trolling in rare form. And I got you, bro, for the 10 spot. I appreciate you. Oh, your donation may not be working tonight, bro. See? Because you was trolling me, your drop didn't work. But I got you. Give me a quick second. You know, I gotta keep it fair. I think if I can find it, bam, there we go. You got me looking through my archives, BT. I forgot where I put that shit. I might have to hit you back. I'm gonna have to owe you one, bro. Oh my goodness. What is going on? What'd your boy say? Heaven's the Murgatroyd. Yeah, bro, I can't find that drop. I'm gonna have to hit you with 5 times 2. Damn it. Times 2.
These last $2.
I owe you, BT. I owe you one, bro. Quiet Storm says, stepfathers is a horrible job to accept in 2025. These kids are disrespectful and the moms are entitled and unappreciative.
But wait, it gets worse.
I got you, bro. No news in the building. I appreciate you being in here. Salute to you. Quiet Storm, I appreciate you being in here.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Messy with the super sticker. I can see it on my laptop. I can see you, on my iPad. I appreciate it, but I'm going to read it. Pair character jumping up and down saying, #1 fan. As always, I appreciate you, sis. What we going to hit you with? I'm going to try another donation drop. I don't know what's going on.
I got the money for the pussy.
What?
I got the money for the pussy.
Back on me. Sorry, that one worked. Appreciate you, Messy. Let's keep on going. Where we at? Look, Jay Gray said them talk shows was on their early sign language bullshit a long time ago, bro. We just didn't have the words for it. Didn't have the vocab. Brother Malika says, Kofa, my maternal grandfather was my mother's biological father. He raised her like she was his own, but my grandmother was disrespectful, emasculating, and degrading to him. Very ungrateful. You had a few of those, bro. But the overarching theme back then was the black family. So a lot of women, this kind of goes back to, what women are complaining about. Well, we didn't have nowhere to go. We had to put up with this. We had to put up with that. It's a lot of brothers, if you walked away from your family, you were shunned in the community. It wasn't always roses and sunshine because you had another woman on the other side of town. A lot of those brothers were shunned, and that's why a lot of them drank themselves to death. They weren't getting no help. Wasn't no other men really fucking with them. You don't take care of your goddamn family. So I hate your grandmother was on that type of time, but I would like to think that was few and far between. I know older guys got those stories too, but it's a lot of those men that did step in and they did became that father that stepped up and they were respected. Nowadays, as you said, the kids are disrespectful, everything under the sun, like Quiet Storm was saying. Now, a lot of times you're the father that's stepped on. Again, and when I say that, they're using you to step forward. As I mentioned, Felicia mentioned about her uncle. Get with this woman, adopt a kid, raise them, get them out of private school, get them through college. Children don't even fucking call you anymore. And they starting out in life ahead of the game because of you. Stop being stepdads. Want to mention Missy Michonne again. I know she always mentions her stepdad, so salute to him because I know he has some impact on her. And I've met other women that say that too. We'll get into that in a second. That, oh, well, you know, like the guy I just played that clip where the women are now saying, well, if it wasn't for my stepfather, this, that, and the third. But a lot of these grown women are also looking back, just like Malika just did. Damn, my mom was disrespectful as fuck. I done kept this secret a while that she was probably messing with that other man that I didn't know that name, but I know that damn car if I see that shit.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
This shit been going on a while, bro. The disrespect of stepfathers has been going on a while, but it's been so ingrained in black men. Like RBN had mentioned a while ago, if you're a black man that's solely going to date a black woman, you're going to have to accept being a stepfather. Now we're the devil because we're getting passports and dating outside of our race openly and don't give a fuck what nobody say. Add Kofi's name to the list.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
Boom, Jay Gray with it right there. He said, we've been indoctrinated into being simps while women can be arrogant assholes. Indeed. Appreciate that Quiet Storm with the merch link. Let's keep on going. Felicia says, thank you. Yes, always. Thank all of you. Let me keep on going. Quiet Storm, let me see. You motherfuckers. Oh, I thought you dropped $10 cash app. No, I will not cash app his $10 back. He said, if my drop don't work, I want my $10 back. I got you a cigar, bro. Don't worry about it. No, I'm not going to cash app him. Oh. I don't know what I said, Wash Gamer. That's my bad. Quiet Storm says, remember to dislike, troll, and unsubscribe to Message Michonne Live. Don't y'all do that shit. Y'all go over there and rock with sis. You know, yeah. Y'all know we be trolling each other. BT says, nah, Messi, get a drop, and I don't like. I got you, bro. I tried to play the one you want, but I can't find it. I promise you. I don't know what's going on with my equipment tonight, man. And you know what, BT? Let me go ahead. I'm gonna give you a drop at least. Let me see. I think. See, this shit won't even play. I tried to hit you with Umar, bro. This shit won't even play. Let me see what the next one do. There we go.
$50. I'm not giving you $50.
Why? Because funny you give $50.
No.
Give me $50, BT. I know the 10 didn't work because, you know, my drop didn't work because 10 wasn't enough. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. I got you. I think I found it.
I'ma just bless her. I chew. Baby girl, you with the winners. How could you lose? Like her too. Many different flavors. How can I choose?
You running in the wrong direction, ma.
Knocks down another three ball.
You happy?
This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Bro? You got your drop, man. Can I keep the 10 spot? You still support me? You still fuck with me, BT? You got your drop, bro. You happy? There. I told you I was trying to find it. Damn. Y'all threatening to take a nigga money, all types of shit, bro. What is wrong with y'all? Let's keep on going, man. So that was the first one that the brothers used to get respected. I'm glad y'all made this so light because I'm not gonna cap. My heart was a little bit heavy yesterday and today because my stepdaughter, the one I raised since she was 2, I ain't even get a text message yesterday. No. But it is what it is. We're going to keep on strolling. We're going to get a little bit of KS in our life. It's been a little second. I think. Nope. That one messing up too. CBT is not just you, man. I don't know what's going on tonight. Boom. Let me get to my folder. I hate when this happens. Everything just be rolling so damn smooth. You know, if this was years ago, Kofa would have damn cut out on the damn line. What the fuck? Bam.
Ma'am, you're too old to be wanting 5 kids. You're lucky if you find a guy who's willing to marry you and be a stepfather to a child, period. Because being a stepfather, which I have been one, is a thankless job. Much less to a stepfather to a guy that, by your own admission, is not the caliber of a man you even wanted to marry. So I have to deal with a child and this guy, and it's a son. You have a son?
Yes, I do.
Right.
And he's with his dad half the time, and he's with me
Well,
half the time. So his dad is out of
this is why women should marry your child's father, and don't make babies with a man you're not going to be with for the rest of your life. Really, that's the answer. Because anything after this is trying to make the best of a bad situation. And I know it's not popular, and I know people don't like the way it sounds.
Bring it back on me. Again, it's not popular. People don't like the way it sounds. Emotional threesome. Number 7. Emotional threesome. Well, his dad got him half the time and stuff. So he's getting poured into by his dad. Stepdad doing the best he can. Mama may be saying something opposite from a woman's standpoint. So now the kid is like this. And if the fathers really ain't, that's where the issue comes in. If the fathers really ain't on the same page. But guess what? Mama got that dude on child support. Mama got your emotions wrapped up in the child. So she got 2 grown ass men by the nuts, and not in a good fucking way. Y'all really don't get along, don't have no interest, because I never had any interest in talking with the women I was with their exes or their baby daddies, because I knew the motherfuckers couldn't hold a candle to me.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
That sounds arrogant. I don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. Niggas couldn't fold my socks. But that's the motherfucker she chose to give a child to. And this is where I had to start changing my mind. I'm the motherfucker she chose to give grief to. So again, that bitch head is scrambled. Stop being stepfathers. Most of these bras' heads not right, bro. After that man done fucked them up mentally and emotionally and all that other shit, leave them the fuck alone. Majority of them are not worth it. I'm sorry. They're just not. I don't care how fine she is, how educated she is, how this may work, that may work. The vast majority of them, you putting yourself in a situation that is not beneficial to you, is not going to be beneficial to you. Give over to y'all comments. We're going to keep on cooking. Quiet Storm says, see, this is why we troll. People be going through it in 2025. We need to laugh a little bit. We do, bro. And I appreciate y'all. Again, didn't get that call, but it is what it is. I'll smoke one to it. Quiet Storm back at it. He says, I'm laying hands on my brother. He didn't even call my dad yesterday, and he lived 6 minutes away from him. That's a damn shame, bro. BT says, Kofa, with this old ass MacBook, where do our super chats go towards? I need an audit, bro. I'm stacking as much as I can. BT, Quiet Storm laughing. Y'all going to hell. Felicia says, Kofa struggle streaming again. Alexa play Here We Go Again by Isley Brothers. Look, I've been cooking these last couple weeks. Haven't had no issues for real. I don't know what's up today. Quiet Storm says, is my laptop glitching or is Kofa on Windows?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I'm going to get a new laptop, y'all. It's going to be before the end of the year, but fuck it. Let me go ahead and make this big ass announcement. I'm fucking moving again. I'm going to be up north somewhere near, I don't know where, but Michonne, I'm going to be like 3 hours away from you, sis. I think Michonne in Philly. So I'm going to be in Maryland. I'm 3 hours away. That's where the Army's sending me. So that's where I'm going to be at. So, woo, big announcement. Kofa's moving again because he's in the Army.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
So yeah, Kofa has to stack a lot. I got to do a lot of shit with this house to rent this motherfucker out before I leave. But tears what it is. Yeah, bro, I feel the love through the trolling. Thanks. Appreciate you, Quiet Storm. Let's keep on going, though. It's reasons why brothers don't want to be stepfathers in all seriousness, man. I was in my feelings yesterday and pretty much all of today before I got on this live. I really expected to get a angry rant out because I do feel a way about that shit. She's 14 with her mama, a fucking 40-year-old woman, and had an issue with me having another child, but we're not going to count the different dicks that she done sat on. Don't give a fuck if she see this or not. It is what it is. I'm not going to say the name, but she know who she is. So, yeah, it's been brothers that have put themselves in their situation, and this is why I'm adamant about do not be a stepfather. Don't be a step boyfriend. None of that shit. Definitely don't marry that woman, and definitely do not adopt those fucking kids. You don't have any legal rights in the first place. Why would you go seek legal rights and take on a responsibility? This is another reason why I preach getting a passport. If I would have had the experiences I had overseas the last few years sooner, I would only have one child. I would have been got snipped. I would have been stacking my bread. I would have been, but here my dumb ass go, blowing my money, not tricking off on women, but actually trying to build a fucking family, constantly being there. I done signed loans. I done gambled with my fucking credit because her credit fucked up. Trying to, like I said, not just loans, but co-signed on shit. I done gave dollars I ain't never seen again. Gave money. I've been that guy. This is why I'm so adamant. Because black women need help. We done been through, I used to fall for all that shit. At the end of the day, you are a irresponsible bitch most of the fucking time. That's all the fuck it is. And I use the B word because a lot of these women will go out here, they'll have fun with a responsible man's money. They'll go have fun with an irresponsible man. And then they'll use their damn money to go out there and have even more fun. You see how they're not checking any boxes of responsibility? This is why you have these women with these good jobs on TikTok fucking crying and shit, and I got kids and I don't know what else to do. And let me say something to you simple motherfuckers. Everybody except Messy Michonne, because she said don't do it, and I didn't listen to Big Sis.
You go, girl.
I watched 30 minutes of Straw. 30 minutes of my life that I cannot get back. Dumbass Kofa. But we hear these tropes and traits on a regular basis. Mama doing the best she can. And here we go. Here I come to save the day. Want to be Mighty Mouse and shit. Kofa stupid ass did it. By the grace of God, I made it out of that motherfucker barely. Even with a kid in tow, I still made it out because I know some brothers in a worse situation than just having a 3-year-old at 43. I know a lot of brothers still on the hook for child support. I personally know a brother. It's his biological son, but him and the mama broke up. This man did not finish paying child support until his son was 33 years old. He was a fucking grandfather and paying child support for his 33-year-old son.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
So his brothers out there doing a lot worse than Kofa with a 3-year-old. But I am adamant about this topic because I've seen how it doesn't work out the majority of the time. Not all the time, but in general, the majority, you end up taking a loss, bro. You end up being the dad that stepped on. Stop being stepdads. Let's keep on going. If we can. See? This shit done totally went away. I don't know why. Let's get to this one. How they really feel.
My stepfather took my mom with 3 kids.
So what do you call him? Is he a simp?
I wouldn't call him a simp, but my mom called him a simp.
Damn.
My mom definitely called him a simp. But
oh my God.
honestly, God,
y'all hear that?
Yeah, my mom did call him a
all that
simp.
for that woman.
No,
Took care of his 3 kids, and she called him a simp.
My mom told me straight up, she told me, yo, don't ever date a woman with kids.
My mom told me the same thing.
Don't ever.
And I got
I'm gonna get into the next one on how they feel. Where we at? Hold on. I'm gonna get to y'all comments in a second. Bring me up. Slide that over. And which is, where'd it go? Bro, I lost a lot of shit. Wow.
For most stepfathers, they can't. That's my point. Being a stepfather a lot of the times is you're responsible for everything, you're paying for everything, but you don't have the authority to discipline the child that you want a lot of the times. And then on top of that, if the girl decides to leave you, you no longer have rights to that child because it's not your biological kid. So not only did you lose your woman, but you also lost children that you built a bond with. So what I am saying is responsibility without authority is slavery. In your example with your stepfather, he had authority. Fantastic. He's not a slave, but a lot of guys are. That's what I'm speaking about.
Why get in something if you feel like you're going to be a slave?
That's why I tell guys not to do it.
Bingo. Bring that back. I know a lot of people don't like, damn. Come on, computer. I know a lot of people don't like Fresh and Fit, but he hit the nail on the head on that one. All that number 6, responsibility without authority, that shit is slavery, bro. You getting up every day, breaking your back. Again, you done moved to the side of town she want to move to. The kid going to this school. You can't get no ass because the other baby daddy done pissed her off and all that shit. And then God forbid y'all have a child together. Now you linked for life. Even if you do walk away, you still got to fucking deal with her. And God forbid you move on with your child that you have with her, and you move on to a healthy relationship. It's gonna be a fucking problem, especially if they're at the age where those children are still in the age they're in the house. I'm not talking about adult children, because some of us have those. I'm talking about those children that can be raised and end up going to the same school and this, that, and the third. And then we had stories of some kids that are now adults that were raised as step kids when they went over to their father's house, but their stepmom, they only had room for her kids because that's where their dad was every day. So when they went over there, they had to sleep on the floor. They got secondary shit. They got treated as the redheaded. They got treated as the stepchildren. So it's a lot of damage that can be handed down. I'm not saying that stepdads are perfect all the time, but I'm urging brothers to stop doing that shit. Go out here, make your own nuclear family, and get out this woke shit that you got to have a Black American woman so you can cut on some old school Earth, Wind, and Fire and dance around the kitchen and shit. And culturally, that's what you want. You better take your ass across that water and learn how other fucking people move, bro. If that's what it's going to take for you to have a nuclear family for yourself, then fucking do that. You keep trying to fit a square peg in a round hole here in America, and you wonder why the shit don't work. Let me get to these comments, because we almost done. I got one more video, then we gonna roll. Let me see. Quiet Storm says, Michonne, you better find Kofa a wife. We tasking you to vet these ratchet strags. No, I ain't even gonna put sis through that no more. Yeah, brother just gonna be over across that water with you in an undisclosed location.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
Brother Malika says, Kofa, your baby mama put a mojo on your laptop because you dropping gems.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Jay Gray says, Toothpick Kofa in the building. Yeah, I done made a sighting today, bro. KP says, Kofa going hard. BT says, Kofa spin facts. I appreciate it. Just Quiet Storm said, here is the rant. He said, Jay Gray says, the older I've gotten, the more I'm glad I sidestepped having children with Kazua sidestepping and tech, like Kazua sidestepping and Tekken. Indeed. Quiet Storm says, you actually watched that trash, not all of it, bro. I got to a certain point, and I was just like, this what the fuck Michonne was talking about.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
KP says, why my sister-in-law say she regrets dating thugs yesterday? It's too late. You're 30 and got 3 kids.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Oh. Look, Watch Gamer says, Iron Cape Ninjas. Yeah, bro. Can't do that. Like I says, damn. BT says, hold up, where that? He says, you played yourself by watching Straw. Lex refused to allow that trash in our household. Oh. Look, Watch Gamer says, them arrears are a scam. But he did, bro. I swear, till 33. His son, that man was a grandfather when he stopped paying child support. Malika says, I avoided Straw like the plague. Indeed. No respect. KP says, ain't nobody doing it no more. Ain't nobody doing it no more old hoes. Ain't nobody doing it no more old hoes killed it. Indeed. Nobody's trying to be a stepdad no more, bro. You have a few here and there. Again, if it's working, I know BT's situation is working. I know a couple of other brothers' situation is working. Cook. If you were young, your wife was young, y'all made and y'all able to link and rock here on out, do that shit. But the vast majority of women, I'm fucking telling you. You know how I want y'all to know that I'm telling the truth? Look at your wife's friend groups. It is going to be so hard for her to let go of some of these bum ass women. Because they've been friends since they were in college, since they were little girls. But a lot of your wife's friends are the bras that I'm talking about. You may have gotten with the outlier. Congratulations. Look at her cousins. Look at her friend group. Look at her family structure. Most of those women are going to be by themselves or in some type of tumultuous, toxic relationship. Let's keep on going. BT says that's effed up. Indeed. KP says, I wonder is she still with the stepdad? Ain't no telling, bro. BT says, damn, now we lost Kofa. Did y'all lose me? I'm still here. I can still see myself on YouTube. Malika says his mom ain't shit and the female host ain't shit at all, bro. BT says KP, he's probably dead. That's why he's so comfortable saying that. Ain't no telling. We're gonna see another one though. Keep on scrolling. Quiet Storm says hotter than fish grease. Greg in the building. Been a good minute, bro. Appreciate you. He said salute Kofa. I guess black women are still crying about Straw.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Jay says, if I place my seed in an overseas womb, that baby black. Indeed, bro. Go over there. JT in the building. He says, salute, Kofa. Salute, good brother. Malika says, I dodge having kids and being a stepfather like Neo dodging bullets in the Matrix. Says, facts. BT says, Kofa, I feel attacked. Don't, bro. Don't. I'm dead ass serious, bro. I've told you that in private. I've told you in public, bro. I support you and Lex. When you said about the wife's friends, oh, well, you know, I also know that too. I've seen that myself. So take that with a grain of salt. We got one more video, y'all, and then we actually gonna roll, man. I've been on this longer than I thought. I really only thought I was gonna be able to do an hour, but got to ranting. Hold on. I think. Damn, did I lose the video again? Fucking genius. See, y'all distracting me. I'm blaming BT for this shit. So maybe two more. Let me see. Where are we at?
My stepfather.
Oh no. Did that one. Did that again. I'm gonna drop another KS.
Black men aren't being stepfathers no more because they see that it doesn't work. What's the thankfulness you get out of being a stepfather? You still get blamed. That's why, just like you don't want to deal with baby mama drama, nobody want to deal with ungrateful baby mamas.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, like it or not, our culture is not one that women feel like they need to do something for a man, compete for a man. There are women in this world, in this country right now, who earn 10 times what you do, who come home and submit to their men. But because you got a little bit more money, it's like a lot more attitude. And I get it, but the question is, what are you individual women gonna do? Because at the end of the day, it's not working.
Right.
It's not working for your mother. It's not working for you if you want a different outcome. And that's what this show is about. Just questioning what you want. Because Brad, Lee, Ahmed, Enrique, non-black men, they ain't coming. They ain't dealing with this.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
I'm going to bring up that list again. Number 6, I told y'all, my favorite one. Responsibility without any authority. You still going to catch the blame. And for a lot of sisters out there, they saying they're going to go get with a man here and there and all that, and they're finding out the hard way. All you got to do is go down TikTok and you're going to see a timeline full of tears. I'm just surprised that Japanese men act like this. I really thought Italian men were more sophisticated than blah, 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 hitting and quitting it. They either know they're being recorded or they hit the record button themselves. Women tell on themselves all the fucking time, brothers. Let me get to y'all comments real quick. Let me see. Oh, BT back at it. BT says, I respect her for listening. That was a KS. That's what KS show was about. Indeed. BT says she didn't try to cut him off and be disrespectful. Indeed. Now we're going to get to this last bit. This is the other one. This is the other how they feel. Bring this over here. And drop this. I think. Damn, did it drop? Bruh, this shit been real tonight.
It's the ones we don't like. We make them do it all.
So you ain't like your husband.
I played this a minute ago. It still holds true. Let me bring up a different camera. Hold up real quick, y'all. She say her husband a simp for taking care of her 3 kids. Woman is going viral for saying this on a podcast. I knew my husband was a simp when he accepted the fact that I had 3 kids. I have repeated this repeatedly. If you can take care of a bitch like this, I'm using that word on purpose, and her bastard children, you can do for yourself, bro. This is another rant coming because it pisses me the fuck off. There are so many unappreciative, cunt ass, stereotypical, nasty ass, ran through, disrespectful black bitches out there. And we are constantly told as young men to respect all women. Then they started that believe all women bullshit. Then it was you can't talk to the sister like that. So again, we are so goddamn focused on fucking words. We have overlooked these women's actions. And then even as men, we will clown each other. That's his fault because he lame, because he should have known. When a lot of you niggas get on these microphones in this space, in general in the community, and you act like you've never been played by a woman, you've never taken a loss. And his brothers out there, they're moving in good faith. You think he got, what motherfucking benefit is it to be a goddamn stepfather? I'm dead ass serious about this. No disrespect to anybody. What's the fucking benefit of that shit? Do you think men are taking on the responsibility of being a stepfather outside of having love for the mother and what she originally presented? But then she has all these ulterior motives that we don't talk about. And as black men, we're not supposed to call you a fucking cunt ass bitch. I'm not supposed to talk about my sisters like that. And when I say fucked up shit, air quotes, because I don't feel like it's fucked up, because you never know the impact it actually has on that man. after the breakup. The mental toll, the emotional toll, the financial toll. Nobody gives a fuck, even when the nigga eats his fucking gun.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
So you motherfuckers are gonna tell me that we're cool with black men taking on a responsibility that y'all will shame us into taking on, have raised us with since we were little boys, and then when we don't do it, we still ain't shit because he's not a real man because he didn't take on the goddamn responsibility. Then when he takes the motherfucker on, you got bitches like this on the fucking screen that talk shit about the nigga, embarrass him, and if he goes home and makes sure she has trouble eating solid food, aka knock her motherfucking teeth in the back of her throat, then that's a problem as well. Then you tell him to walk away. Then he walks away. You still talking shit. Not just the bitch, the community at large. He should have been better. Y'all don't apply enough pressure. What you stay so long for? That's your fault. I blame you. Y'all crazy. And then, of course, everything come down to your funky ass used up fucking twat. You dumb cunt. And then after that man leaves, your fucked up ass, remedial ass, bitch made of a son get his fucking head blown off trying to break in somebody's car in Atlanta. It's my baby didn't do anything. Why they do that? We need mentors. We need coaches. Bitch, you had a man in the house. But you was a disrespectful ass black bitch. I mean it. I stand on it. I don't give a motherfuck about whoever feels whatever about this rant. It's plenty of good brothers out here taking on these responsibilities. You know why, you dumb assholes? Because he's able to fucking execute. Unlike the nigga that you got nutted in by. I'm not supposed to talk about real life shit that you did, but you get to sit up here and call this man a simp, a sucker, and a lame. And this shit makes sense in y'all head. You wonder why you by yourself. You wonder why your bastard children don't have no motherfucking daddies. Except for the stepfathers. And because brothers are wisening up and not becoming stepfather, we really finna see how this shit finna go down. Because the women haven't changed. We have not asked the women to change how they think, feel, and move in relationships at all. You still get to live in a fucking fantasy world in a goddamn bubble trying to piece together different men. This is why none of your fucking bastard children look alike. But we don't hold them accountable. So they're going to continue to move the same way they're moving. They're going to be picking guys that don't want to be fathers. So the children don't have a father. Then they've already shunned the stepfathers. We see how they talk. Again, they know they're being recorded. They hit the record button themselves. So now men are getting ready to actually start stepping outside the black community. Y'all think this passport bro shit is such a motherfucking joke? You dumb bitch.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease!
And I'm talking to y'all men and women. You dumb bitch, you bitch ass nigga. Y'all think this shit is such a fucking joke. I give it 10 years. You're going to start. It's already starting to show results. But I give it 10 years before a lot of y'all motherfuckers really feel this shit. And the thing that bothers me about this shit, these women will sit up with that same stereotypical cunt ass ghetto bitch, smart mouth, stereotypical face on with this smirk until her son dies. Until her son starts to date and go through it. Appreciate that, Jay Gray. Got you in a second, bro. Until they sons go through it, then it's a motherfucking problem. Then the world's supposed to stop for her little fucked up ass son. I don't want my son to be like them. Y'all raise the motherfuckers you claim to hate. Y'all use the brothers that you claim you want, and then he comes in, takes care of you and your 3 kids. This is where I get pissed off with the brothers. Stop doing this shit, bruh. I know so many brothers that got more money than me, have better jobs than me, more opportunity, and no motherfucking kids. but they want to be a stepdaddy so bad. If you don't go fix your goddamn childhood trauma of not having a fucking family, grow a pair of nuts, learn something of another language, learn something different. But I hear this shit from brothers all the time. Man, I got that shit in Atlanta, man. I can get a bitch in Atlanta. And you see what type of women are out here. But that's black love right now. We all on these sneaky links and everything. We love fucking chaos in our plantation ass community. We love it. We love dysfunction, bro. There's no way you're gonna fucking argue with me and tell me any different when the divorce rate is so goddamn high, the baby mama rate is so fucking high, every negative stereotype, we are damn near leading in. And when I say we, a lot of times when you really look at the numbers, it's our fucking women. Do you know that mothers kill their children more than anybody else? It's not the men. We've talked about it before. You know which gender of the child they kill more than the other? The boy. Go look the shit up. I'm gonna have to just bring the numbers up one day. I know we talked about, I think I brought them up. It may have been over a year ago when I brought them up last time. Women kill their children more than anybody else. The biological mother, not the stepmama. The biological mother. But you know, again, we don't ask you to change. We acknowledge your pain and your struggle and your emotion. We don't ask you to get control of your fucking emotions. You ask that shit from men. So when daddy's quiet, something must be wrong. When daddy's angry, something must be really wrong. We have to regulate our emotions every step of the way for every goddamn body else. Again, stop being fucking stepfathers. Because you got an even heavier burden. Because you know how they flip that shit? Well, you ain't have to be here. You didn't have to be here. You made a choice. So if you're making a choice, you need to move like this. Stop being stepfathers. Let me get to y'all comments, bro. We're going to get the fuck up out of here. I'm going to play the video. Trust me, I had to go on a rant real quick. Damn. Where'd I leave off? Quiet Storm says, Kevin Samuels was feeding her a huge dose of reality. Indeed. Malika says, speak on it, Kofa. Speak on it. I appreciate it, brother. Malika says, if he's a simp, she's a trifling ass, no good, lazy bitch who's a waste of a human being. Or like my boy Nas said, they ain't even worth the pussy they sit on.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Quiet Storm says, my best friend ate his gun. He thought he was a husband and a father. Found out at the end he wasn't either. But California wanted $33,300 a month of child support. No. And I wish your friend wouldn't have done that, bro. I really wish he would have found this red pill space beforehand, dog. And even if the red pill wasn't strong enough, I really wish, condoning violence against women, I really wish he would have put a bullet in that bitch head.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Stand on that shit, bro. Stand on that shit. Why the fuck I'ma kill me? I ain't did shit to me. Y'all motherfuckers keep playing. Y'all keep playing with good men. I ain't got. If y'all see Kof on the news, I did that shit. Y'all keep playing with good men. BT says, toothpick. Pendante said, he cooking tonight. I appreciate it, good bro. Watch Gamer says, not my babe. Shout out to Missing Michonne again. BT says, regular scheduled program. Yep. Going in a cycle. Jay Gray says, toothpick rants be fire. I appreciate it. Whipping rocks. I appreciate it, good bro. Corey Joe says, night ops with toothpick Kofa. Watch Gamer says, nor do they have the same last names. Don't look the same, don't got the same last name. It might be one out of a pack of 3 who got a solid father. And you still got to deal with him and still deal with the other 2 when they feel like they want to be damn fathers. Corey Joe says, facts are stubborn and sharp too. Indeed. Jay Gray with the $2 super chat. He says, toothpick Kofa just made me pocket check myself.
These last $2.
BT just for the love of the game.
These last $2.
Kev says 100. Indeed, good brother. I appreciate you. Jay Gray says, I love the fact we black men, men in general are going overseas.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
BT says, we said we won't change while protecting chaos. Broken traditions.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
BT be cooking over there. Jay Gray says, I'm smoking my essential products, playing Red Dead Redemption 2, PS5, listening to a Toothpick Kofa rant. Shit, I'm at peace. I can only Netflix and chill with a communized sugar.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Pedantic Foot says, we're a package deal. Refuse the delivery.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Bruh, that was it. We're a package deal. Me and my kids come with me. This, that, and cool. And another man got a whole say in my household, then I pay. Because if them your kids, this my house. And as I've said before, brothers, if you're gonna take that shit on and you're going to be a stepfather, however many stepkids you're taking care of, that's how many side women you get. Let me say that again. However many stepchildren you're taking care of, that's how many side women you get. Hit her with that and see how she reacts.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Watch Gamer says, damn, I got to get my shit together for when Kofa comes to MD. I got to get right. Bro, we all slowly getting there, man. Don't be on the rush on my account. Just, we'll walk that dog together. Jay says, if I go, bitch, you coming with me. And then, in emoji face. Oh, I see. Yo, salute to the Painful Excellence Podcast, brother. I ain't been able to catch you in a good while. Hope everything's good. I'm going to be a few hours away from you. I just announced I'm moving to Maryland. The Army sending me up there. So probably about 4 hours away from the Bronx. But I'm probably going to be, we got to do a link up. If I'm going to be up north, I got to link up with my up north YouTube fam. So salute to Drew Titan of the Painful Excellent Podcast. Salute, good brother. BT says, I'm telling Lex that math. Yep. See, hey, let me know how it goes, bro. she gonna take away all my Kofa minutes.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Let's get to this silly ass clip, y'all, and then we gonna ride.
Uh-oh.
Bring this shit back.
It's the ones we don't like. We make them do it all.
So you ain't like your husband.
Uh-oh. Hold up now. I ain't gonna embarrass my husband even more on the internet, but
I'm not gonna embarrass my husband anymore. Meaning, I don't think we broke this down last time. I'm guessing they still together. I hope this brother saw this shit, because it's kind of an old clip now. I hope he left his bitch. Fuck them bastard children too. And before anybody getting their feelings about Kofa, stop calling these kids bastards. Bitch, stop making them.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Well, Kofa, your kids, you weren't married to your kids' mother. My bastards got their daddy. Can yours say the same?
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Let's continue.
he was a simp, and I seen the opportunity, and I took it.
What I'm saying, what his qualities was?
For one, he accepted the fact that I have 3 kids.
So you got 3 kids too?
I have 3 children.
And a nigga's supposed to come with the bag?
They supposed to come. And that's why you have to have a bag.
Yeah.
This bitch is not that bad, y'all. She's not. She's pretty, but that nasty ass cunt, funky ass, ghetto trash bitch, stereotypical sister girl ass attitude. Fuck that hoe.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Yeah, I'm talking like this at my big age of 43. Because this shit makes sense to people in the community. Let's keep going.
Like you got to take care of me and my kids.
So, like you automatically get these responsibilities?
Yes.
Stop playing.
I'm not playing.
And how many niggas doing this?
Let's say I run into 100 dudes. Probably about 4 of them.
Yeah, they're about the odds.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so that kind of sound like you are delusional. You just catching just a sucker born every day.
Basically.
Ooh,
yeah.
The fact that Shorty went on this internet and called her own husband a simp and a sucker is diabolical, man. Her husband is a man that goes to work, takes care of responsibility, helps her and her 3 kids who are not his. And instead of saying that this man is honorable, a stand-up guy, she called that man a sucker. Ladies, y'all tell me in the comments, how many women are actually behaving and doing this type of stuff? Because Shorty said, according to her, Shorty said that women do this to the guys who they don't like that much.
Nasty bitch. Back on me. We get ready to get up out of here. We're going to rehash. Let me get to y'all comments. Let me see. Watch Gamer says, oh, y'all speaking. Let me see. BT says Kofi is cold. I can. BT says she's delusional. It's a lot of delusional women out there, bro. Watch Gamer says, who married this weed walk? BT says, I bet her husband is on her, is in on her doing these interviews for the money. Maybe not, bro. And the reason why I don't give as much credence to the internet and social media that a lot of other people give, because I've seen this shit in real life. When I say Copa has been paying attention for a minute, bro, I've been paying attention for a while, since I was in my late teens, early 20s. But I could not compute. I kept that shit in my head. Not all. Maybe the next one. But the older I get, I realize how ran through the average black woman is. I realize not just the physical ran through, but the emotionally ran over. I say it all the time. A lot of these bitches are physically ran through and emotionally ran over. Their brain is scrambled, bro. I know we use the word delusional a lot. A lot of these women are fucked up mentally and emotionally, dog. And people really don't get that shit. They really believe this shit that they're saying. They really believe that God spoke to them. They genuinely believe this shit, bro. This is why I said I can go get I can try to do, walk in medium man's lane and go get the statistics, or a Dr. Tiasan and go get the statistics. I could talk about it from this angle. I could talk about it from that angle. Please don't get it confused, because Kofa cusses a lot. I'm highly intelligent. But if I can't get your head right as a man first, bro, if I can't get the majority of brothers that are listening to this to understand that it is the majority of women, them facts, data, statistics don't mean shit. It's going to be more men out here lining up to be stepfathers because she pretty. Well, it worked out for such and such. Russell Wilson and Sierra, you see Joseph in the Bible, he was with Mary when God blessed them with the child, and the child was Jesus. And if you can't get your head right, bro, if you don't start getting yourself in motion and making some hard ass emotional decisions, get through that shit, bro. I done blubber boohoo snot cried. I done broke my back. The same way I raised my biological 21-year-old daughter, that's the same way I move with the 14-year-old that isn't biologically mine. Poured my heart into that girl, looked in her, I'm never going to leave you. You always going to be mine. Finds out she got a little brother, now it's an issue. I really believe it was a mama issue. But again, that shows you being a stepfather, how much impact the mama still has. Fuck a Father's Day. God bless the brother that's over there now. Stop being stepdads, bro. This went a little bit different than what I expected it to, which I'm appreciative of. This is why I do these lives, because y'all do give me energy. But there's levels and layers to this shit, bro. It's not a joke, especially when you get the courts involved. Finances involved, your kids. Now you trying to blend this family together. How do your kids feel about it, bro? See, we keep believing these tropes and traits of the black love thing that we got, man. I'm supposed to be a man to take care of my family. And then there's plenty of brothers, you just saw that shit. Brothers that step up and do that shit. He a simp. He don't even get none respect. Now that nigga flip the fuck out and beat everybody ass in the house, he'll be wrong. Hell, it's his house. He done pay for it. If he come through and fuck, because that's the type of person Kofi is. You can call me a bitch all day. I'm going to fuck your car. Every piece of property you have, I'm going to fuck your car up. I'm going to fuck your house up. I'm going to fuck that phone up. Now I fuck you up. Now I want you to go call the other nigga you been fucking and tell him to come over here so I can beat his ass too.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
It's either going to be one of those emotional, physical rants, or I'm going to just walk away and cut everybody off. And I would rather brothers do the latter. The worst thing, hear me out. The worst thing you can do to a woman is ignore. She going to walk around. She going to talk shit like she got the better of you. Just like that cunt on the screen a minute ago. Talking about her husband was a simp. Just like that bitch. But emotionally, she's fucked up. Same little hurt, little 8-year-old girl on the inside. Fucked up ass kids. And karma's a motherfucker, dog. I keep telling y'all, karma's a motherfucker. A lot of shit gonna come back on these bitches. This why I be speaking that shit. I hope all them hoes get ovarian cancer. I hope all them bitches get fibroids. This is why I say that shit. Everybody be talking about, oh, it's fucked. You can't say that. But she can do that shit and impact that man's life. So you don't give a fuck about no actual impact. You worried about some fucking words. Because words have power. But she just called her husband a simp. Fuck you and the hoe you came out of. If you don't like Kofa, fuck you, the bitch you married, and the hoe you came out of. Each and every one of you can suck a diseased dick. I stand on what the fuck I said. I hope all them type of women get fucking fibroids on the inside of their uterine wall. Malika says the sick thing is that most black women today think like her. She's another cautionary tale. Indeed, bro. Jay Gray says, is that Timu Tasha K St. Patrick?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Tasha St. Patrick. I said Tasha K. Out of habit. Jace right back at it. He says, ain't that Shorty who filmed herself talking ish to a man who wouldn't pay for her funky ass hair to go on a date? I don't know. BT says, Kofi is smart. Thanks. I don't know what I said, but I appreciate it, bro. Watch Gamer says, God told me to leave my baby daddy. Bitch, what?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Malika says facts. Jay Gray back at it. He says, whenever I hear Kofa or Tommy Sotomayor rant, it's like a double-edged sword. Sharp truth with gems with a comedic twist. I appreciate it, good bro.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Pedantic says, fibroids is crazy work. Yeah, look, I know women that don't deserve them that got them. So all the bitches that's doing dirt out there, I hope they get them. Fuck them. Let's go over this list one more time. Brothers, stop being stepfathers. All seriousness. You're expected to provide and not parent. Blood is going to seek blood. That child is going to look for their family, their biology, whether it's to get something off their chest. You may have been catching smoke for a while, whatever the case. But blood is going to seek blood. Discipline is a trap. You can't whoop their ass. So now you can't raise your voice. Now you can't say anything to them. That discipline is a trap. Kids are always going to come first. We understand that coming in. I don't care what man is what. Even if you just fucking a chick, you're not the stepdad, you know what I mean? You understand that she couldn't find a babysitter or something. We get it. The kids come first. What you tired for? You don't get to be overwhelmed, bro. You don't get to be tired. Even though you're providing for everybody. Because now we supposed to have family time. What you mean you want to sleep? What you mean you want to hang with your boys? What you tired for? You ain't did nothing. Number 6, responsibility without the authority. That is the baseline for me. Again, these are in no particular order. Number 7, emotional threesome. If them kids' daddies still have access to the mama enough to piss her off to the point you can't get some ass, you don't think he's gonna be able to impact when you go on vacation or his family? Because even though they dad ain't around, Miss Mary ain't never did nothing. She love my babies. I know I can always count on her. Her son ain't shit. I don't know what's wrong with him. The rest of the family not like that. An emotional threesome. Number 8, if I leave, I lose. This whole premise brothers have had beat into their head through a blues song called It's Cheaper to Keep Her. You think staying there is going to fix it. You think having a baby with this bitch is going to fix it. Don't do what Kofa did. Don't be a stepfather and make another one. Because when you can cut that line off hard, I don't even talk to my son's brothers. Because I got to deal with their grandmother, who is the catalyst for what I got to deal with in a baby mama, because the apple don't fall far from the tree. And it sucks. They good young men, or try to be. They still pretty much babies. They 10 and 9. I would love to have some influence over, but I'm not going to take on that responsibility. Shouldn't have took it on in the first place. Stop being stepfathers, bro. Number 6 and number 7 are big to me. That's why I left it up here for anybody in the replay game that's going to see this. Make sure if we got any more new comments, we're about to roll. Jay says they hate when you ignore them. Indeed. Quiet Storm with it. He says, I get scared when Kofa rant because he know how to handle that steel hardware in the Army too. Thank God for discipline and self-control. Indeed, bro.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
There's so many people walking around I could have did shit too. And I'm not Billy Badass like that. I just know I could. But again, thank God for self-control and discipline and self-control. Indeed, bro. We getting ready to cook, brothers. I mean, get up out of here. We done cooking. I'm glad y'all came. Thank you for the support, because I was kind of down yesterday and today. I'm not going to cap. My oldest did hit me up, but my middle didn't. I didn't expect my son to, because he's fucking 3. But I'm going to have y'all nephew later on this week, so I might hop on camera with him and let y'all listen to him baby babble as we figure out whatever's going on in his little 3-year-old world. So appreciate y'all being in here. Once again, this has been Growth Talk Entertainment, where growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing. This is where we help men find a positive fuck it. I have been your humble host, Kofa, K-O-F-A, not coffee, not kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa. Also, AKA your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. I got to start injecting that. I appreciate everybody being in here. I'm going to leave you like I always do. I love you. Ain't shit you can do about it. You matter. You're not crazy. Make better choices. Peace. I will catch y'all on the next one. Not sure when, but later on this week. Peace.